So I'm here with Bob, Guscott, and we're pit and mound enthusiasts. And we're doing some trial protocols for documenting the pits and mounds, which are just incredible in this location, in Oakfield Park. It's hard to show it, but it's like a series of waves across the landscape.
We've measured this mound here, and I'm using a really cool app on my iPhone called Solocator, and it gives you a photograph that is stamped with not only the UTM, so the locational information, but also the direction that I used to take the photograph, which gives us the long axis of the mound.
Yeah.
So presumably that is the direction that the tree fell down in. And I can also, because
the direction is across, isn't it? This way.
That's right. The direction is from behind, which is from the southeast. And actually this tells me that it's 350 degrees true north. It's and the UTM, which is a 6 and a 7-digit number. Elevation is 52 feet. And we also measured the height of this mound, which gives us a height of 17.5 inches. And it's got 4 live hemlock trees growing on it. So that's the data that we've got to collect and use in our data sheet.
Yeah. So I'm walking. What did you say the direction was again, Bob? You said it was
353. So
353.
It's closer to south, so east, southeast.
So the idea is that the wind came from the east-southeast, and I'm now walking in the direction of the wind. I'm going across the mound, and what we see here is like a whole series of these similarly oriented mounds as we walk across the landscape. So it's like, whoops, like waves going across the landscape, literally. And I'm hoping this video will give a little sense of the up and down that's involved here. Here's a neat one right here. There's a bit of coarse woody debris well on the way to being decomposed. But the whole landscape is just a series of these waves of these mounds. And we're kind of thinking that it was a hurricane event around 130, 140 years ago that flattened the previous forest here. Yeah. So I'm going back up again and try and get more sense of the mound. Yeah. Bob's doing his, what do you call that device again?
Solocator.
Solocator.
I'm just trying to line up the long axis with the stick on the ground. Here it is. Okay. Now it's going to ask me, okay, it's Oakfield, and we said 18.5 inches high. 0.5 inches, because normally we take them in centimeters. And then we've got 2
hemlocks on it
again.
Hemlock. 2 hemlocks on top of the mound.
2
so
EH on mound. So when I press OK, that's going to save that information and stamp it onto my photograph that I just took, and I can demonstrate that right here.
Yeah.
So if we look at it, it's 299 degrees northwest is the bearing of the tree fall. We've got our UTM digital information, and we also know that it's 18.5 inches
elevation.
In depth and elevation, and there's 2 live hemlock trees growing on the mound.
Exactly. Great.
Yeah,
Should we? No, we're not doing. So here we have a sugar maple.
These are 2 brand new blowdowns. Look at that.
Yeah. Wow. So if this is a sugar maple that went down, we'll get the orientation in a second, but it's in the same general vicinity. And here's the mound behind it. What else can we say about it, Bob? There's some of those rocks we were talking about.
Yes, and
So it's dropping the rocks down.
Mycorrhiza, you can see the little nodules right here. And the fine roots. It's where the mycorrhiza hook up, exchange. Wish we could find some of those little
Oh, cool.
punctuations that Elena finds, the little white guys that are baked. Yep, here's one of those traveling rocks right here.
Yeah. So it's moved that rock from the position back here forward.
Yep.
Probably some of those have dropped out from there.
With no vegetation, we know it's from this year. If you come back next year, you'll...
Yeah.
Fair amount of rocks in the bottom too, like smaller rocks.
So there's a mound behind it with pretty much the same orientation in terms of direction of fall. We're going to do a measurement on that mound in a minute. These are beech in the understory here. Wow.
The end is opening up a little
Yeah.
bit.
So what Bob is saying is that even after, sometime after an event like one, you continue to get tree fall. Because trees have been weakened in the process and so on. There's one a little bit behind you that's in a different direction. Over there, see? The one over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this
That's
is
quite
a new
different.
little blowdown spot.
New of them here. There's several. They're all what? They're kind of in the northwest, northeast sector.
Absolutely,
These blowdowns.
This is pretty much northwest.
Yeah.
Or west northwest.
That would be more towards the northeast over there. That one. Time to get to work. So here's another one we're doing a measurement on. There's a birch here. Now that's white birch, isn't it? That's white birch. Little beeches around. And Bob just spotted some chaga about, what would that be, 40 feet up on that birch? There it is.
Tinder fungus.
And we decided we're not about to shinny up it to try to get it, but that's pork too. So this is a bit older blowdown.
We've got a little bit of.
Thinking.
Yeah, that's another project, you know.
That's a hemlock.
Blowdown root mass is based on the vegetation that that comes
down here.
You got grass, you got ferns just
Yeah.
starting.
So it's been at least 1 year, maybe 2. So you were saying this is a rock mover?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Okay, here's a rock here.
Yeah.
There's a nice big one on the other side.
Okay.
This rock was likely
over there
in this position before the tree was blown down. So it was carried approximately 4 or 5 feet in this event.
Yeah.
As this root mass erodes and becomes
drops
a mound,
down.
You know, that rock may end up
moved location.
Well, it'll be in the mound or on top of the mound, so that when the next blowdown occurs, maybe in 200 or 300 years, it'll move another 4 or 5 feet. Subsequently, over thousands of years, it'll likely move hundreds of feet.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is that this is just one tree. If you think of this whole area and this whole stand, all this movement of material, including rocks and soils, is being moved and mixed up, and it's an important part of the soils for the future forest. And it must be an intricate part of how the ecosystem functions.
Yeah.
And it's adapted to this over thousands of years.
Yeah. Well, we see quite clearly how they you get the new seedlings on top of the mounds.
And this guy dropped,
for example,
pulled down that young tree and killed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Remarkable. So this one has a whole bunch of red spruce seedlings and one quite large hemlock on top of it. It was 23 inches elevation. What was the direction, Bob?
Direction is 8 degrees.
8 degrees.
So east, northeast, east. Yeah.
So Bob and I came up with a brilliant method for looking, well, two of us, for documenting the frequency of the mounds. And we're simply going to start back the path we came. We're going to pace out at least 100 paces, but we're going to do GPS at the beginning and the end. We're going in the approximate orientation of the predominant wind direction against it. We're going to pace at least 100 paces, and we're going to do GPS at the beginning and the end, and we're going to record the ups and the downs, right, Bob?
Yes. The number of mounds that we encounter within that approximately 100 meters.
Just the mounds, or should we do both downs and ups? I guess it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah. Usually
we'll do the ups.
Yep. Mounds.
So we're going to record the ups, and then we'll get the GPS at the end, and then we can calculate a frequency.
S-T-A-R-T. Start pace. Okay.
So we're starting at, on my GPS, we're starting at waypoint 524.
Okay, and mine says...
Mine. And he's on his, what do you call that again?
Solocator.
Solocator.
And I'm in UTM here, which is... Did you say you're in UTM, or give me UTM?
No, I'm on, I have to read it to you afterwards. I just put it down as a waypoint.
Okay. So I've got a waypoint as well, so we can
we can compare them.
We'll see how close they are.
So we'll go over the ups and downs. Just a minute. I'll record a bit of that. So here's a hemlock. It's 2.5 feet anyway. That's gone down. Wow, what a pit! Look at that.
I'm intrigued with this one. It looks like it's I mean, this one's got lichen growing on it. That takes years to do.
So this has been down a while, we figure.
But not that long to
Not that long.
Lichen. That doesn't make
It's got its traveler rocks, as Bob calls them. Probably some here. Wow. And it's massive. Now, what's this growing in here? Is that a yellow? No. That looks like a birch.
Yeah. So it's more than 1 year, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But the pincushion moss, well established. Must have been just a great environment for it.
Yeah. Beautiful.